Good morning, Samuel. Thank you for joining us and thank you for sharing your story. Just a little bit of context. You have been in our program, in our Funded Trader program since December 2021. And you just recently, last week, I think, hit your first 10% target. So tell us a bit about yourself. Introduce yourself.
So hi, I'm Samuel from Blackpool. I've been trading for quite a while now, for over 12 months. At first, I was quite a bit skeptical if it does really work. And I started with demo account to build my knowledge. Then someone referred me to an academy where I could learn the basic. It's called Academy. So I joined them, paid the subscription, learned the basic on how to set stop loss and take profit and everything. I would still say that despite the initial trainings I like with them, I wasn't that much perfect. There's still days I win, some days I lose. I was formerly trading with my own money. Then I realized I didn't really have enough money to trade with. And luckily, I came across Audacity Capital on Facebook, and I fill in a very quick and short form. Someone got in touch with me, took me through the interview stage. And after the interview stage, I was allocated an account to trade with. I wasn't trading as doing it full time, because I've got like jobs aside and everything. I wasn't giving much commitment to it. It's just something I quickly analyze within 2 to 3 minutes when I'm at work or when I've got spare time. And I just felt like I don't want to stop trading. And then even though I've not got that time to invest in it, so I was literally doing it as part of hobby. When I've got spare time, I could just quickly place trades and all that. But I don't know when to take the opportunities when it comes, because I've done it for a while. I've known the basic. I could literally see opportunities to place trade, and that was how I started.
So you are recently new to trading. You say you started 1 year ago, 12 months ago. So you are still, of course, in the learning process. One good thing is that you realized straight away that it's better to start with a bigger capital rather than risk your own money. It's better to risk someone else's capital, of course. So you are saying that you still have your job, I believe, so you're doing trading as a hobby, as a part-time thing. Ideally, do you see yourself shifting towards a full-time trading career?
I will soon, because it's amazing to see, because initially the reason why I still keep on to my job was because I didn't figure it out when I started, but now I'm getting grips of it. I've seen how much you could make. That was the day I traded. I made £600 just with a lot size of 0.5. That's some days of 500. So you don't get that on a 9-to-5 job or even any job a day. So it's something I'm looking forward to doing full time. I just need to make sure I've put stubs in place and I've got that guaranteed income, just in case if things doesn't go as planned. But yeah, it's something I'm looking forward to doing full time.
Good, that's good to hear. Would you like to tell us a bit about your strategy?
Yeah, so initially I was making a loss because I was trying to trade everything, everything in the market, but having to trade with Audacity, and the Audacity Capital kind of set rules. You don't go above this lot size. You don't lose more than 10%. So that made me a bit cautious. I don't want to lose more than 10% of the account. So I become quite careful on what I trade. And then I realized that to make money from the market, you don't have to be jack of all trade. You don't have to be taking every currency pair. So I then streamlined the currency pairs I trade, like from 5 to maybe 2 or even 1 sometimes. And that was when I started making profit.
From what I can see from your track record, we're talking about Euro, Aussie, and Aussie dollar, correct?
Yeah.
Those are the 2 main pair you trade. And exactly. were the same pair you were trading also when you were managing your personal account? Or would you say
I was actually trading indices when I was trading gold. gold when I was
Golden
managing
indices.
yeah, but that goes like real fast, and because it's always a small account, every little mistake wipes it out.
Of course, it's very volatile. Both of
Yeah, it's
them like
quite
very
volatile. So
volatile.
every little single mistake wipes it out. But
Okay.
when I then have to follow certain rules and only have, I need to know that I'm only allocated 10% of the account. I mustn't go below it. So I became more careful. I didn't do anything like gold, and it was part of the policies as well. I mustn't trade indices. So I didn't trade indices. I just picked two pairs, master them. So I know when to get in and when to get out. I know what time of days it goes up, and I just like know the time frame, when to get in, when to get out, how to watch out for news, the movement. I could literally wake up and decide to trade euro, AUD, and I still know what I'm doing because I've kind of mastered them over a period of time.
I see. And so you would say that having rules to support your money management actually improved your performances, correct?
It does really, yeah, it does in a very big way.
And what about your like proper strategy? What is that you need to look in the market before entering in a position? Do you use indicators? Is more based on price actions? What do you look at?
I look at price actions actually. So what I'm looking at, I don't trade major news. So I avoid trading major news, most especially the US one. So I kind of avoid any pair with USD. So I kind of avoid any pairs with USD, and I make use of price action. So I'm checking, is it what is the trend like? Is it downward trend? Is it upward trend? What does it open on yesterday? What was it closing? What does it close on? Is it going up? Is it going down? So I try to like match my trade within that direction. And 9 out of 10 has always worked. And when I'm putting my stop loss, I looked for whatever the lowest point was a day before, or what the lowest point was for that day. That's why I put my stop loss. That's if I'm buying. Then if I'm putting my either I'm buying or I'm selling, I'm looking for where is the lowest for that day for buying, or where is the highest for that day for selling. And that was quite simple strategy that works.
So you focus a lot on price action and market structure at the end of the day.
Exactly.
On a higher time frame or smaller time frame?
Smallest time frame.
Smaller time frame. All right.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm looking at increasing because I realize that sometimes if you're able to figure out the direction of the trade, and you're able to hold the market fluctuates, so it doesn't just go up like that. It goes up and it drops, and it goes up and it drops. So I'm looking at longer time frame of 24 hours at least. Okay. So once I'm able to figure that out, I could leave that trade for 24 hours, and yeah, that's possibly that I'll be able to make more money. That's good.
Don't forget to adjust also your money management accordingly.
Yeah. So so I do shift my take profit as well. So if it's gone, so if it's in a certain zone and it's gone above that zone, then I shift the take profit as well. And that's how I do it. Once it goes into a new zone,
and the stop loss, don't forget about that.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So I keep adjusting.
Yeah, just make sure you do adjust, because you can't use the same for 5-minute chart, 4-hour chart, daily. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Okay. So how would you rate, what would you say about your journey with Audacity so far? How is it going?
Yeah, it's going really well because you kind of get quite lots of support from them, with them having to tell you, right, and the US is releasing so news on trade. And when you give them a call as well, you do reach to the response, unlike others similar. You might call them and you don't get anything back. And the withdrawal process was one thing that amazed me as well. I was thinking it's going to take long, but once I reached out to the support team, it was done the same day. So I'll give them 5 stars. And they made even though you guys charge for the services you provide registration and membership. But yes, it's affordable compared to all this. You made it real affordable. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. What about new traders? We say that you have been trading for a year now, so you're relatively new in the business. What would you?
I wouldn't say I'm new because I'm actually on and off.
Okay.
Or something caught my interest that made me now say, right, I want to do it now.
What would you suggest? What would you recommend to someone like yourself that is technically now starting in the industry?
I would suggest to anyone, don't be greedy, because sometimes it does happen to me. I've witnessed it myself. I always have a target in mind of this is how much I just want to make today.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, most of the time I end up being greedy. I just want to make more. I end up losing everything. And the only way I managed to get to the target was that I then have a target for myself that if I made this amount, whatever happens, I'm not trading that day again. That was how I managed to hit the first target, which is kind of a new development to me, not over trading. So for anyone wanting to join, I'll advise the person first and foremost, learn the basic. If you don't know the basic, don't risk your money, don't risk Audacity Capital's money.
You.
Just learn the basic first, because once you know the basic, you could literally pick it from anywhere you drop from. I mean, I've for once dropped down to nearly 14 or 13,000 or so, which is like the threshold. But because I know the basic, I thought, right, I'm not doing something right, I could literally fix it up, and I start building it back up again. So know the basic. Once you know the basic and you understand it and you have a strategy that works out for you, you'll definitely succeed.
Good. Thank you very much. Now,
thank you.
I think you are based, at least from what we have seen, it seems you are on the right path at the moment. It seems like you found your way of trading. At the end of the day, it just takes time sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just normal. You need experience, and you need to make that experience on your own yourself, just trading day over day, day by day. So it seems you are on the right track at the moment, which is of course a good news. Again, congratulations for hitting your first target. The best of luck on your new $30,000 account. Hopefully we will have another of these conversations soon. And thank you also for sharing your story with us. It's really important.
I appreciate
okay.
Thanks for your time as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye.